Aloha everyone, it's your Purium Fairy and 4-star crown Geraldine Camarillo with another mini whiteboard session. And today's session's called 3 feet at a time. That's 3 feet at a time. Okay gang, so I just wanted to share this with all of you today. I'm gonna do a quick pan here of where we live, of this beautiful property. Just take this all in, okay? I wish I was standing out there so you could see the magnitude of how big the space is out here. But just to kind of take this in. And I just want to share something very special with all of you. Hi! I hope you all can see me from all the way over there. So you can see how beautiful this piece of property is. It's actually been cleared off. All this was not like this months ago. It's taken a lot of work to have it cleared. In fact, I'm going to show to you close up of what it was cleared of. So hold on. So I was sharing with you about the land being cleared of this. Do you see how tall these plants are? This is a mixture of heliconia and I believe torch ginger. I mean, they're humongous plants, and you can see here the remnants of what's been chopped down. So picture in your mind the size of this area being covered with these big, tall, humongous plants. These plants are pretty dang tall, aren't they? They're humongous. I mean, and they're growing all over the property. So it's a pretty large task to be able to clear off this land, and thankfully we do have assistance to do that, which I wanted to share with all of you about today's training is based on a concept that I learned from Arna's 82-year-old mother, and it's called 3 feet at a time. She and her husband had purchased a property that is oceanside from here, and back then in the late 60s, early 70s, it was covered with mangrove. Now mangrove is even tougher to cut because I believe that there is even wood involved. These are not as difficult to cut down, but mangrove is. It just takes a heck of a lot more work and energy. And back then, Arna's mom, with a serrated saw from Sears, chopped down and cut down all this mangrove by herself on this property. She knew that she wanted to clear this land, which is, I don't know, maybe an acre or shy of an acre. That's a lot of land. And she knew what she had envisioned in her head for her family's property and what she saw. And she knew in order for them to create this dwelling on this beautiful property where it sits now, she had to put in a lot of elbow grease, and it was to clear the land of this mangrove. So I can only imagine what it was like back then, because I asked her, I said, Mom, how in the world did you do this by yourself with your little serrated saw from Sears? And she just looked at me and simply said, I just did it 3 feet at a time. That's all you need to remember. So I was just like, whoa, that is like powerful and brilliant. There is so much mana in that wisdom. So my tip for today, my training for today for you is that 3 feet at a time. How many of you feel overwhelmed by life? You've got projects or deadlines, and you look at a mound of paperwork or some kind of task that you've been dealing with for the last, I don't know, days, months, turn into years, and you just can't seem to complete it because it's so overwhelming. Well, take this concept with you of 3 feet at a time. Just do whatever it is you need to do every single day consistently in little bite-sized pieces, little chunk-sized pieces that's manageable. You don't have to complete it all at once, because let me tell you something. I have a task that I've been working on, and every time I look at it, it's so huge. I always think to myself, oh my gosh, I'm tired even looking at it, right? And And I remember mom's advice, and she just says, take it just 3 feet at a time. And so that's what I do when I encounter these type of challenges, is to remember to just take it in bite-sized pieces. And when you take the bite-sized pieces and do it consistently every day, the next thing you know, you've finished your project. Isn't that awesome? So we too have a vision for this beautiful property that we live on. And the vision takes, for it to come to reality, is going to take a heck of a lot of work and energy and resources. But it starts just one step at a time. So first step is to clear the land. How do we clear the land? We get help to do it. So our help is helping us one week at a time. There's no way that we could complete this in a week's time by clearing this off. It takes time. So anyway, I hope that that helps you in your business and in life, that when things are overwhelming and seems so mountainous that it puts you into this mode of fear where now you're not even doing anything, take a deep breath and just say, I can do this 3 feet at a time, just one step at a time. I love this piece of wisdom that was bestowed to me by Claire Johnson. So I hope that it helps you in your processes in life, and it helps you to create even more success, and also reaching your goals and your dreams so that they can all come true. Love you guys. Thank you for popping in for today's mini whiteboard training. I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow for the next training. Until then, go out there and be your radiant selves. Aloha.